Many blessings. How is everyone? I hope that you are all doing wonderful as we are experiencing this beautiful spring equinox and a full moon yesterday. So, how is everyone doing? It's such an exciting time of rebirth, of redefining ourselves and recreating ourselves, setting those seeds of intentions. And I was guided and inspired to share some of the tools and some of the practices that we can put into motion, to implement, to help in the burst of that creation or the creations that we want to put into fruition, as the spring is, of course, the time for blossoming, for bringing into birth, um, not only in nature, but of course within us. We are all part of the elements, and it's just a really great time to set the stage, much like if we were cooking or if we were gardening. Um, we will get our tools, we will get the seeds of whatever it is that we want to enjoy in our garden, and we will plant them and just envision how beautiful and delicious that garden is going to be, how we can enjoy it, right? And so, just the same we could do with our intentions, with our goals, with the new chapters uh, that we foresee in our future. To me, the spring equinox is so connected to the sacral, the chakra of the sacral. And I believe that there is a correlation in that the sacral chakra, which is right below the navel, is the seat of procreation. It is the seat of passion, of of the soul's fuel. And when we're connected to our soul's passion and our soul's fuel, then we are bringing into motion all that the soul desires to experience and all that the soul desires to create, to experience in the midst of creation. And so I think that the focus and the emphasis should always be on all the chakras, but in particular during the spring, I'm sorry, um, equinox, we should really connect with the sacral. And a lot of times I get asked, so how do we really do that? How do we connect with the chakras? Well, of course, through meditation, visualization. I absolutely love, and you know how I love candles, of course, by now, but I love to incorporate the elements of fire, in particular with the sacral, when I'm doing like creative work or looking to just infuse that particular chakra. And why not? Fire is not only transformative, but it's the spark, it's the fuel that injects and ignites, right? And that propels. And when we incorporate the element of fire to a chakra, we're looking to not only transmute, but also to expand and to ignite. And it's a wonderful tool to just sit with a candle and just allow the flame, the fire, the element of creation, of movement, to just move through you first, allowing the vibration of energy, of prana, to move through you, to feel the invigoration, the motion, and the vibration of feeling alive, of feeling the frequency of the element of fire, and inviting it not only through all your chakras, but now through the sacral, the seat of creation, the seat of the soul, the seed of passion, seed of expression, the seed of unification, of procreation. And sacral is not only the seed of procreation from the physical aspect, of course, we give birth if you're a feminine vessel, but also, regardless of gender, the sacral gives birth to our highest goals, to our highest desires, to our highest intentions, to our highest calling and purpose, to the soul's dream of experiencing. And just allowing that fire to sit like a cauldron, to bring the warmth and the cooking, the bubbling up of all that is present, all that is in place, to be brought into this space of experience. You know, chanting and our vibration from the throat chakra is also such a vital tool, because it echoes out into the physical realm, the vibration that creates. Look how beautiful that candle looks, right? And that's how beautiful you feel inside when you invite to unify with the elements, whether it's water, whether it's air, whether it's earth, and of course my favorite, whether it's fire. It's such a powerful, powerful element that brings again into fruition all that needs to be brought into motion. You know, we could see that when we cook. You know, we put all the ingredients together, we have the perfect pot, but we need fire. We need fire in order to bring all of those ingredients into what? Into that delicious final creation that we're going to sit and enjoy and savor and experience. And so I hope that you're inspired to use the element of fire and to connect with your sacral, which again is the seed of creation, the soul's fuel, to allow yourself to bring into fruition all that needs to be planted right now in this equinox. Of course, some say, but I don't know what that is. I'm not sure what it is that I'm going to bring into fruition, so how can I bring it into manifestation if I'm not sure what that is? Taking a few moments, you know, to connect with the inner self, taking those pranic breaths, allowing yourself a couple of moments of silence, of listening. When we allow ourselves to go inward, we can hear our soul's voice. And that's our intuitive side, which may show us through an image, an inner image, or can give us a feeling, an emotion, or lead us in the very next moment to an external message, like a phone call, an image from a magazine, or a book, a song that is going to reveal what that calling may be if you don't know what that is. Most of the time, we get caught up in the physical noise of the outside and don't allow that inner voice of spirit to really speak to us. But it's always there, and it's always whispering. And the more that we allow the outside noise to just taper down, the more we're able then to hear and to listen to what those inner messages are. But of course, excuse me, if we're experiencing difficulties even, putting into practice that exercise, then believe it or not, a playful exercise like buying a living magazine or a travel magazine, a health magazine, something that has a lot of images, and allowing yourself to, with no expectation, like an observer, to just look at the magazine and slowly turn the pages and allow the images to pop up or to speak to you in any way. There's a deeper exercise that I call creating a dream garden that encompasses cutting pictures that we're inspired by, and then I provide some titles, and a lot of those titles are about life's purpose, or what the soul's desire is. It's really playful. It's about maybe collecting 8 to 10 pictures that really call out to you from a magazine, putting them in a paper bag or in a box, and then just simply asking yourself a few questions like, what's my soul's calling? Where should I be directed? What's my vocation? Or what did my soul come here to complete? And just writing those titles in a notebook. And then when you feel ready, you take a couple of those breaths. And without looking, and that's really important, without looking, you start to pick one picture for each of the titles that you've written in the notebook. And what's really important is that you don't decide where those pictures go. So, in other words, if you have 3 titles and you may have 8 pictures, and you start to pick your pictures, picture number 1 goes on title number 1, picture number 2 goes on the second title, and so on and so forth. You would be surprised and amazed, as I had been through so many years of witnessing how suddenly a glass of milk becomes very irrelevant to what somebody desires to do. And it has nothing to do with the glass of milk, but it has to do with maybe being a nutritionist or being an advocate, healthy choices, or milk represents nurturing, so something connected to nurturing, being a nurse or a doctor. Of course, a lot of creativity and intuitiveness and expansion has to go into the interpretation of how the pictures speak. But again, when we're open, we can receive messages in a limitless number of ways. Yes? And so I hope that maybe you're inspired to collect a couple of images from a magazine. And again, be playful, be excited. This is a time of excitement, of allowing your soul to emerge. It's a time of emergence, to recreate itself and to redefine itself. And to do that with no limitations, with no expectations, but to be very open to allow whatever definition is yearning from your soul to be expressed, to reveal itself. And then after that takes place, then to be open then for the unfolding of it, and be mindful then of messages and collaborations and opportunities that may show up as you move, whether it's doing the sacral exercise and the fire, or the pictorial exercise, or both. Be open without expectations, but be open and ready, because the universe is always listening, and it always responds. Yes? I feel like we could use a couple of cards as well. I'm sitting with my favorite deck, of course. I always keep it next to me because it speaks so loudly about the messages that we need to hear, yes? This is the Psychic Tarot deck. And we put our energy, hopefully, in every tool that we use, yes. The breath, again, is a very purifying tool. It removes any debris from any previous reading. It just clears the space. Of course, I have some patchouli burning incense. You'll always find a couple of things that are lit around me, in addition to my stones. Very important. Okay, I am feeling ready. Let's see what the Oracle wants to add to the equinox. The universal card, absolutely. There are so many energies, we know that. An equinox, a full moon yesterday, you know, it's a 333 day today. A lot of calibration, you know, a lot of movement of cosmic energies, of opening DNA strands, of light language calibration. So being gentle with ourselves, knowing that the universe is working with us and for us. Taking the time to assimilate that energy, and that means to make some time to be still and just allow the fruition and the flow of that energy to ground, you know. So allow yourself little nap times, or just being quiet. I feel, you know, just taking 5 or 10 minutes to just be still and just to listen, or, you know, just feel the flow of energy. Yes, but of course the universe has got your back. And so what a beautiful card that is. Another one, study, you know, discipline, something new, starting something new. I feel like, you know, turning the page, in other words, completing something perhaps. And here we go again. Yes, well, we're emerging right now. If you're having a yearning or calling to begin a new line of study, a vocation, the universe and the Oracle is saying that this is a great time. It's also talking about discipline, making the time, not using excuses. This is going to be very instrumental to your calling, to your growth. So invest the time and the energy to expand yourself, to learn and to read and to study. Yes, I like that card for the new equinox. And love this card as well. Trust and follow your destiny. You know, we all came here with a divine calling, sometimes many callings, you know. Trust, trust, trust. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards of the deck because it is a promise card that, you know, we could be led in many different directions, but if we are in touch and committed to being of service and to having the fulfillment of soul, of the inner soul be achieved, then we can't go wrong. You know, you're being guided. Follow the footsteps. Step in fully with commitment, knowing that you're supported and that all that you've invested, whether it's energy, time, alchemy, sacrifice, whatever, it's all a great investment because it's leading you closer and closer to that divine calling. Yes, I feel the universe, I feel the earth mother here supporting you. So I just can't emphasize enough, you're not alone. Step in the shamanic way, stepping in, seeing it already accomplished, having the gratitude for that, and just with open arms, ready to receive whatever it is that you need, not questioning it, no matter what's happening in the exterior, on the outside. Trust, trust, trust. Yes, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. The universal card, one of the most powerful cards in the deck as well. You know, this is a blessing card. Know that the universe has your back. Take some time to rest, to assimilate the energies. Discipline, study, answering the call, not putting off what was calling you. Study, teaching, I feel more of a study here. Perhaps taking a mentorship or aligning yourself with a teacher or course, something that is already part of this destiny. And knowing that you're covered and that you're going in the right direction, even if you feel like you're not. This is a time of formation, of bringing all the ingredients together that are going to create that next beautiful, delicious creation. Yes? Yay! I hope that the oracle and the messages spoke to you. I hope that you are taking the time to assimilate the beautiful equinox and full moon energies, and that something that I've shared has helped or has inspired you in some way. I've missed you guys. I know I've been really bad getting things together, I should say, for our retreat, which is just a week away, the Emergence Retreat, Luna and I, Costa Rica. I know that we will have all of your blessings and energy accompanying us there in spirit, and we will be sending you love light from there, and who knows, maybe we'll be able to connect and maybe do a little live stream. Don't know how the internet service is going to be there, but rest assured that whether we're able to connect this way, we're always going to be connected this way. Yes, I love the comments, so feel free. And until the next time, always, always, always leave you with my love, with my light, and with my peace. Have an amazing day, and remember, create, create, and create. Yes, love you.